Thanks, Siri.
Great.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh yeah. Hey YouTube. Dang, Katie, I have like hours of videos
Yeah,
and that I need to send to my editor.
your editor. I have a few hours of footage I also need to send to my editor. But she's kind of rude and like doesn't really work very fast. So
Yeah. Wait, I think you should tell the people who your editor is.
Oh, that might be good before they think I'm shading someone. The editor is me. She's lazy and doesn't like to work very hard. But maybe she'll get around to my videos eventually.
Nice.
Video Katie, if you're listening, podcast Katie says, get to work, girl.
Yeah, I'm joked. I am joked.
Instagram Katie, you do too much.
Yeah. I was gonna say, for me, it's TikTok Sarah that
TikTok Sarah
doing the most.
I feel like this is gonna be a chill one.
Yeah, I have a million things I want to talk about though, as always.
I'm excited.
Do you have things to talk about?
I usually just like am along for the ride that you bring.
Okay.
But things will probably come to the surface.
That sounds so like serious. Things will come to the surface.
Things will come to the surface as we talk it out.
This is actually Katie's about to confront me with something.
No, I'm not, but we can start the podcast.
Okay.
You started last week, I think.
I did. I was gonna say, do you want to start?
Yeah. All right. Every time. What's up, guys? It's Katie and Sarah. Welcome back to Seriously Fun with Katie
and Sarah.
It is episode 14. 14.
I what?
That's not even a number.
What? Okay, that doesn't make any
14.
sense.
I've never counted that high in my life.
Okay, that's super dramatic.
Every time.
Every single time. Like, this is crazy. But for real, like 14's a lot of podcasts.
What's unfortunate for the listeners is that the numbers are only going up. And like that means every week we come here, we're like, are you kidding? 50? Like, sorry, just get used to it.
Honestly, I cannot wait until we hit 20. And like, then I feel like it'll be like, dang.
We're like really good podcasters.
Who are we?
Sarah, let's reminisce real quick. Remember that one day we were on Instagram Live and we were like, wait, we're funny. And then you were like, I've always wanted to start a podcast. And I was like, well, I don't listen to podcasts, but like, it sounds fun.
Honestly,
our podcast was born.
Never forget. Like,
humble beginnings.
Honestly, though, that's so funny when you think about it.
It really
like,
is.
Literally, it was like a Monday afternoon. We were on Instagram Live. And we were like, yeah, let's do this. It was a Monday because then we recorded on a Thursday, or would we record on a Friday maybe? No,
probably like some super fast turnaround.
No, it was though. It was like a Monday because I was working from home. And I was like just doing Instagram Lives every day.
Yeah.
And we were literally like, let's do a podcast. It's just funny because, like, you know, I take things so seriously. So a lot of people be like, ha ha ha, let's start a podcast, and then never do it. But
right. And then what's even better is like all the memes about people starting podcasts during quarantine.
Yeah, that's us.
That's us.
I feel like I mean, obviously, yeah, that's us. But also, I've had my Blue Snowball, sponsor us, please. I haven't had this one for a long time, but my old mic that sucked I used before. I've had for like over a year. I just never actually used it. So, I mean, yes, but also I've had the idea for a long time.
Right. I have never wanted to have a podcast.
But you also don't listen to podcasts. So
but I also like having fun. And I like talking to you and talking in general. And it's just worked out for everyone, really.
It really has. It's funny to me. One of my friends was like, oh, you have a podcast? And I was like, what rock have you been living under? I only post about it all the time.
Yeah, did you like my last post on the Seriously Fun account? It was like, hey guys, if y'all haven't heard, like we have a podcast, we think it's kind of okay. Like it's
Yeah, literally. You're like, it's fine. It's all I talk about, but in case you didn't know, but this person didn't know. I can't remember who it was. And I was like, you don't what? I would like to say thank you to everyone who sent in a voice memo for my birthday. That was the best surprise of my entire life. So thank you to everyone, and thank you to Katie for doing it.
Yeah, if y'all haven't heard last week's podcast, Sarah did turn 23, and we had to do a little something special for her. So if you haven't heard that, go check out episode 13.
Yeah. It's funny because I've been saying I'm 23 for the past like 6 months.
Yes.
So really like in 6 months I'll be 24.
I'm dead. So everyone just like start sending in the voice memos now for Sarah's 24th birthday.
Yes.
So we'll have it ready. So that'll be good.
I love it. Dang.
I turned 21 this month.
That's crazy.
And I'm actually really excited. Usually I am not that excited for my birthday. Stop me if I've said this on the podcast already, but I do say this a lot. Like, I am not obsessed with my birthday like some people are, but that's because I have like really great days all the time. And so sometimes the pressure of like having a really great day on your birthday is too much for me. Also, I don't plan things out. And so sometimes like my birthday rolls around, I'm like, oh, like what are we gonna do? And then it's like I'm supposed to be having the best day of my life, but then it's like I'm just like we could chill too.
Yeah. But so wait, what are you doing for your birthday? Are we throwing a banger? Like
a banger, like a song? We should write a song and release a song for my birthday. That's on Dixie D'Amelio. I'm sorry.
Honestly, Katie,
listening, we love your song.
Wait, not only podcasters, YouTubers, Instagram influencers, now we're I mean we are musicians, but like now we're songwriters and musicians.
Dast, step aside.
I literally was about wait, Katie, do you want to hear the funniest story?
Yeah, please.
I do want to get back to your birthday plans.
Go ahead.
This story. So last weekend, which I do have a couple stories to tell about my birthday weekend, but we'll get there later.
I can't wait.
There's just this one. So we were at dinner like the night of my birthday, and it's me, Alyssa, Haley, Caroline, and then our friend Adam. Shout out Adam, came and met us because he lives in Dallas. And I do this thing with my mom all the time where I'll be like, okay, give me a topic. I'm going to just freestyle rap about it. But I can't rap. Like they're absolutely terrible, barely on beat. But I was doing it at dinner and like Caroline was filming it and everyone was like, this is terrible, but also hilarious. So I was like, y'all, what should my rap name be? So it's Lil Smack. Like Sarah McCurley with the S as a $sign.
Oh my goodness.
And so I was like, y'all, I'm about to text Brandon and be like, OMG, have you heard about the new up and coming rapper Lil Smack? And so
Lil
I texted
Smack
him.
About to catch a feature on Brandon's next project. I already know.
And so I texted him that and he was like, no, like, I've never heard of her or him or whatever.
I'm
and
dead.
Like, oh my gosh, like I'm about to send you like a clip of it. Like it's so good. And then I sent him this video. It's terrible.
Stop.
Absolutely terrible. And he's like, I'm so dead. And it was hilarious. And we were all sitting there like, I bet Brandon's like Googling Lil Smack.
Lil Smack. Like he like is down on himself for like not keeping up with the industry. Like
and it's literally me being a fool.
That's so funny. Wait. Then maybe we can cut this out, but earlier you texted in our group text and said I'm dead in all caps.
Brandon text, did you not see his text?
No, I didn't get anything.
Oh, yeah. I didn't respond to you because I was like, what are you saying about to? He responded, he texted us and said, an asterisk is a flat earther. And then he said, LOL, JK, that would be funny though. And then I said, I'm dead. And then you were like, about? And I was like, what are you saying? Oh, no, look.
That's weird. Yeah, I was like, what are we dead about? And then I like checked Instagram and I was like, what's happening? Whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that is weird. Okay, back to your birthday. So what's the plans for your birthday?
So as we know, I was planning on turning 21 in the beautiful state of California.
Correct. Are we going?
Well, Sarah, that's a good question.
Okay, I love how I'm just throwing myself in this.
Are we going? Sarah, you're welcome into my plans anytime. So as we also know, or if you don't know, the numbers of COVID are getting a little bit worse, or a lot of it worse in Baton Rouge recently.
Yeah.
And I don't watch the news and I don't keep up maybe like I should, but I don't know if that's like kind of everywhere or not. So I definitely like would love to take a trip. I've been thinking about a trip to Austin because that would be like relatively doable, easy drive, whatever.
Yeah.
I've never been there, but I really want to go. So that would be fun. But I also don't know if traveling is the best idea right now.
Yeah.
Just depending on, you know, the state of our nation. And also like my birthday's at the end of the month and school, and then like we have leadership retreat like the first week of August, and so I want to be wise and responsible if I'm gonna like go travel somewhere and then be around a bunch of people that I care about.
True.
Or anyone, even if I don't care about them.
Okay.
Because I care. All right, anyway.
We love all people.
Right. So I also like, it's July 3rd. My birthday is July 30th. That is a lot of days for me to not make a decision. So I'm probably not going to decide what I'm doing until like
July 29th,
the week of my birthday, if I'm being honest. Unless I decide to actually go somewhere, and then obviously that will take some planning on someone else's part. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to be 21. Like you said, I always like feel older than I am because I feel like typically my friends are always way older than me. Yeah. And so I feel the age of whoever I'm around. So
honestly, like, it blows my mind that you're only 20 at this moment. Like that seems so young, but like,
yeah. So usually, like, by the time my birthday comes around, I'm like, oh, finally, I'm actually 21, even though I've felt 21 for like 2 years.
Yeah, no, that's me too, though. Like, I've literally been telling people that I'm 23. Like,
I would get confused if I did that, and then like do something illegal, and then be like, wait, I thought, and then forget that I'm not legal, you know?
Yeah, that's not a problem for me because
but then like tell the police, I'm like, but like I've been telling people I was 21, so I genuinely thought I was 21. I'm so sorry.
I really thought that I was 21.
Like, oh yeah, I do that too, and then I'd be fine. But you know, I just for good times, okay. For safety reasons, I tell people my actual age.
Yeah, I probably should do that, and I do, but like, you know. And I've said this before about 22 just sounds like the difference between 22 and 23 is just like, you know?
You're like really in your 20s.
Yeah, I can't think about that.
Like I'm in my 20s, but not really.
You're 20.
I'm in the first year of my 20s.
Yeah. No, I feel like, now I'm like 3 years in, like I graduated high school 5 years ago. Yeah.
You graduated high school?
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Y'all time.
Like we literally have a 5-year reunion at the end of the month.
I was also talking to someone the other day about just like this past year. I guess like this past school year, which you weren't in school, but like fall to now. Like even now, like when I think back of like, oh, my junior year of college.
Yeah.
Like what happened? Like it feels so fake because I guess the past couple of months have just like almost made everything like so blurry.
Yeah.
And we like didn't get a clean cut ending.
Yeah. So that makes it. It's so strange, and you'll see this when you graduate. Like, I don't know how to tell time anymore.
Yeah.
Because everything used to be so defined by school, you know? I'd be like, oh, last semester, or oh, next semester, or you know
even
what I mean?
like Christmas break or like fall break or
and that's
football season.
When you're an adult, what are you
like what, a calendar year?
Yeah. And see,
February, March.
My job like requires me to think in school time since I work with students. True. But it's still weird for me because it's not like, it's still like I'm still going to work every single day even if my students aren't in school. You know what I mean? Like it's different than a teacher where like your schedule kind of like it's just so strange. It's weird to think that I only graduated from LSU a year and a half ago. Like that seems like 12 years ago.
Really? It feels like a longer time than it has been?
Definitely. And I think part of that is because I've had I haven't been in the same job since I graduated. Like I've switched jobs already. And so I'm like, wait, how can it, like it's just weird.
True.
Adulting? Is this what that is?
I guess. It's also, I don't know if this makes me feel good or worse when like you talk to like a real adult, like married kids, that type of adult, and they are like, oh, I'm 39 and I still have questions and I still don't know what the heck is going on and I still don't know. Or like my dad, I feel like he would always tell me and my brother whenever I was like getting to be like a senior in high school, he's like, I'm 48 and I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. And I'm like, can that not be me? Or that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if that makes me feel good or bad. It's like, oh, well, like they still have questions, but it's like, I don't want to have questions.
But also,
figure it out.
And like, I have this thing now where I'm like, okay, when you're in school, there's like a clear like next thing, right? Like when you graduate high school, not, you're going to college, you're going into a job, whatever, you're in college. Right. Okay, you're waiting to graduate. And then for some people that might be like, you're going to, but then now it's like, I'm just going to work for the rest of my life. Like there is no like, okay, well in 2 years I graduate, no, now I'm just like here.
See, Sarah, that is like honestly terrifying for me because I'm a very like project oriented type of person. And I know that about myself, which is why I am in the major that I'm in. And even before like landscape architecture and just I guess art stuff in general is like, if I don't have like new things all the time, I really feel like my mental state would decline. But yes, this like I remember one time you told me like this like feels like no end in sight. Like you just like do the same thing every day. Literally. And, like it's not the same thing every day, but it's the same general pattern.
I think I do what I love. I mean, I love my job and I love what I do in all aspects, but one part I love is that a lot of my job right now, and this is why I think right now I'm struggling so much, because a large part of my job is preparing for things way in advance. Like, you know what I mean? Like in August, when the kids go back to school, I'm going to start thinking about what summer trip we're going on next year. I'm going to be thinking about what fundraisers we're going to do in the spring. Like, you know what I mean? And so right now it's hard because I'm like, I don't know what we're going to be doing then. So that gives me a little bit of structure of like, okay, I know next summer we're going to be doing these big mission trips. Like it gives me a little bit of like something to
like look forward to, not look forward to, but like be able to plan.
Because I'm just kind of like, okay, I guess I'm just here for the rest of my life.
LOL.
But
that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. And you don't really get it because like people would say something like that to me when I was in college and I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then once you're actually living it, you're like, what?
Well, so I was going to ask, like, when you were in college, thinking about that, like, eternal adultness, like, did that scare you, or were you, like, more excited?
No. When I was in my senior year of LSU, I was, like,
even thinking about
counting down the seconds to graduating and to being in a job that I wanted to do. And, like, now I wish I would have enjoyed my time at LSU. I mean, I enjoyed it and had the time of my life, and it was truly best time of my life, but like I wish I would have like savored it a little bit more, because I was like just so looking forward to like being an adult and like being in my job and like doing but like now it's kind of like, dang.
Sarah, if you could give a few words of advice to our listeners that are either in high school, college, we're not out of school yet, what would you tell
us? As cliche as this is, enjoy it. Like, and that sounds so cliche, but like, and people would tell me that and I'd be like, yeah, whatever. And I wish I would have listened. Like, I think I was and this is a problem, and we've talked about this before. Last year, my word in 2019, the word of my year was present. Because I have such a problem with being present in the moment, and I'm always looking forward to the next thing. And so, during my time at LSU, I did have a great time, and like obviously loved it. But there was a large chunk of time that I was like just looking forward to graduating and being able to do the next thing. And I wish that I would have chilled on that a little bit. and been a little bit more like present there. But
that's good advice.
It just don't take it for granted, because one day you're not going to be there anymore and you're going to be like, dang, I miss being able to call my friends at midnight and being like, hey, you want to go to Taco Bell? You know what I mean? Or
I mean, that's even partially just your fault because you moved away. I'm just saying.
Okay, true, but like not everybody.
You also have had to move away. To work and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm telling, even if you stay, like let's say you stay in Baton Rouge, it's still gonna be different. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
You're like, but like, it's just so. I wish I miss more than anything living 5 minutes away from all my friends.
Yeah. Okay.
The convenience.
It's so funny you say that.
Fun.
If y'all live in Baton Rouge, you know the intersection of Brightside and Nicholson has been a whole mess for so long, and recently they've been like putting more. I don't know. They've been doing more stuff and like having.
Yeah.
The other night, I had to drive. Long story short, I added like 1 minute to my time, like going from my friend's house back to my house. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, this is so aggravating. And then I got to my house and I was like, Katie, that was literally like a 4-minute drive. Like, can you hashtag count your blessings for a second that I live so close to all my friends? And it's funny how, like a far drive for me is like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or like, I'm like, oh, Trader Joe's, like for real. Okay, not Trader Joe's. Y'all know how I feel about Trader Joe's. But like campus, I don't want to drive all the way to campus when it's like literally 7 minutes from my house.
No, I feel that so much. But now it's like what I would give for my friends to live 20 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it's crazy. And I feel like I'm trying to think of how to say I'm a person that there's lots of people I know that like don't talk to anyone from high school anymore. That's not me. Like I still have close friends, not people that I talk to all the time. I mean, there's a few that I talk to pretty much all the time from high school, but there's still a good group of people from high school that I still talk to and will be my friends forever, like 100%. But friendships in college are just on a different level.
True.
And I think part of that, at least for us, is the spiritual level of friendships that I just didn't really necessarily have in all. I had a few friendships in high school like that, but not all of them, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could say a million things about that, especially because like I wasn't following Jesus until I got to college. And so like even friendship in general, like I raised my standard. Changed. Yeah, I just like had a totally new definition of what it means to be a friend. And so but then I also would like just agree with what you're saying, like even friendships that I made, I guess like freshman year that weren't spiritual, like I'm not really friends with those people anymore. Like I wouldn't consider them like my closer friends because they didn't have that level of like complexity, I guess. I remember being in high school and one of my like favorite teachers, she was telling us when we were seniors, she was like, y'all just don't get it. Like when you get to college, like don't feel upset when you like never talk to these people again because first of all, we don't all go to the same college, but then like, the convenience of like going to school every day in high school and like being in the exact same classes from 7 to 3 or whatever, and like you're basically like being forced into friendships that are built off of convenience.
100%.
So go to college and it's like, oh, you want to see your friends? Well, like now you'll need to plan and like make effort and like sacrifice things to be friends. Changes the game.
100%. And I'm like, I feel very lucky that I still have quite a few friends that I had in high school now. And really quite a few that I still talk to like all the time, like Zarina, my friend Tyler, like, right. And so, but like, it's just different when you're not forced to be friends with anyone.
Yeah.
And I feel like for us and like a lot of our friends, like you're going to be friends in this deep way when we worship together every single week. At least once, right? Like if that could be a life group too. Like maybe you're seeing like that's just like a lot of like emotional things you do together. Like that's you're obviously going to be now bonded forever. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just different
for sure. And I guess just this comes with like age and maturity, but it's like as you get into college, it's like life becomes a little bit that much more real. And so it's like the conversations that you have with your friends, it's not like, I can't believe this is what we're having for lunch today. It's like, actually, I need to change my major. And like, what do you think about the future of my life? And I'm dating this person that I want to marry. And like, what do you think about that? And like, all the things are just like that much more real. And so in a way, you're like forced to really discern if these people are good friends or not.
No, definitely.
Wow, friendships. That's fun.
I know.
Speaking of friendships, you went somewhere with your friends for your birthday.
Correct, y'all.
I'm ready for the story time.
Have I told you everything that happened?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, for the listeners, last weekend, me and Haley, Alyssa, and Caroline went to Dallas for my birthday.
HBD.
We talked about this before. It was supposed to be a surprise. Wasn't a surprise. Everything that we did ended up being a surprise. And we mainly we went out to eat, went shopping, lots of really cool little shops and stuff in Dallas. Got a new tattoo. Boom. YouTube can see it. Sorry,
Podcast is an eighth note on her wrist.
Correct. Woo. Okay. I'll tell you a quick story about the tattoo as well. But so the first day we get there, we went to eat all this stuff. We dropped our stuff off at our Airbnb, right? And we literally just went in, dropped stuff off, and we left. Well, that night we get there and it's 11:30. So it's late, and we get to the Airbnb. We all need to shower because it's 8,000 degrees outside. We've been outside in a lot of the day. We all need to take a shower and we're ready for bed, right? So I'm like, okay, let me take a quick shower. I don't wash my hair pretty much ever. So I was I'll go first, whatever. I go in the bathroom and the shower is not clean. There's hair. It was so gross. So then I go out and I'm like, y'all, the shower's not clean. So then we're panicking. Haley sends messages to the Airbnb guy. He was nice, but also wasn't super helpful and was just kind of well, we know our people cleaned. Well, they obviously didn't. And so we were panicking because we were if they didn't clean the shower, what else did they not clean? Are these towels clean, or is the bed clean?
True.
So then we're kind of panicking. We're we all need to take a shower, but we're not going to use those towels. What are we going to do? So we texted Adam. We were maybe we can just go to Adam's house. Adam was working. He's been doing night construction.
Apparently he works from 6 to 6.
Yeah, he works all through the night. When they do construction in the middle of the night, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then I have a friend, Olivia, from high school. Shout out Olivia, who lives in Dallas. And we had actually had dinner with her that night. And so I texted her, but she was already asleep. And we knew she'd be asleep because she had to wake up early the next day, blah, 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 whatever. So we're panicking because we're we need to shower. What, do we want to sleep here? So we literally go to a hotel. Literally. They gave us a partial refund on the Airbnb of $35. Okay. We didn't tell them that we were leaving, but just told them that it was gross. And so we called all these hotels, all this stuff. We finally go to a Holiday Inn. At this point, we get checked into the hotel. We're in the hotel and it's 12:45, maybe almost 1. And we're oh my, we all have to take a shower, all this stuff. So literally we take a showers, whatever, go to bed at 2-ish. Wake up the next morning, we pushed back our plans because but it was just crazy. We're what are we doing? So we only booked it for one night because we were hopefully we'll just be able to stay with my friend Olivia because she was house sitting at the time.
Gotcha.
In a family's home. And so we were we're only going to do one night at the hotel because we're just wasting money basically.
Literally.
And then it all ended up being fine. We went to Olivia. We stayed at Olivia's that night and it was fun.
That's hilarious.
But it was just crazy. I vlogged a lot of it. So that hopefully will be in the vlog of us freaking out in the Airbnb because what? Number one, that's gross no matter what, but especially with everything right now.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What kind of setup was it? Was it an apartment style thing or was it a house, Katie, or what?
It was literally an apartment, in an apartment complex. It'd be me rolling up to the exchange to go to an Airbnb. It was the strangest thing. Pretty sure it's probably not legal. You're probably not allowed to do that.
Perfect. Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, it was just crazy. And then that night, Friday night. So before the whole Airbnb thing, we went to dinner with my friend Olivia, and then they're okay, we're going somewhere. We have tickets to something. And so I'm where are we going that we have tickets to? So we show up to this place. It's like a restaurant, but they have a big outdoor area with a stage. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like we're going to, it's like a concert.
And they're like, surprise, you're performing.
Could you imagine? I'd be like, all I know are TikTok songs. So brand new Lamborghini. Like and so we get there and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so fun. And like we're kind of looking around and we're like, we don't really match the vibe here. And I'm like, what band is this? And so it's funny because out by the stage are like tables, but they're all like distanced, obviously. So we're social distancing. And then there's like an upstairs, like a balcony area. And we're like looking around and I'm like, what kind of band is this? Like
what kind of people were there?
Vibes. E-boys and e-girls.
Okay.
Let's just go with that description. And then I'm like, what kind of band is this? And
so they would have liked the TikTok songs.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
And Alyssa goes, oh, it's a pop punk cover band. And then Haley was like, oh my gosh, I only read the pop part. Like I thought it was a pop cover band. Alyssa was like, no, it's pop punk.
I'm screaming.
And so all these people were wearing like all black, chains,
black nail polish.
Me, Haley, Alyssa, and Caroline, the whitest, most basic girls in the whole world. And so it was just so funny. So we were like, okay, we'll hear the band, the name of the band was Van Full of Nuns. Okay. And so we're like, okay, we'll at least stay. And the tickets were like free. It was just to, like reserve a spot, you know, it wasn't like a real like ticket. So we're okay, we're going to at least stay for a song or two. Like, I guess we'll see like how it is. Ended up being the most fun ever.
Okay.
They played, there was some few things that like we didn't know, but they played like Fall Out Boy, Bowling for Soup, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, and like there were some like crazy like headbangers around us, but it was fun. But there was this one part, so funny. So the guy, the main, like the singer is like, all right, we're about to go heavy for a little bit, about to be screaming. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, we about to do some like heavy metal, like screamo. And I'm like, oh, I've like never experienced this before. You know the song, cut my life into pieces.
Yeah.
This is my last resort.
Yeah, that one.
That's the song he started singing. And I was like,
all right.
I mean, I guess this is considered heavy metal, but like I thought
still
we were gonna
singable.
Yeah, I thought we were getting into some like deep cut, like, and so we were all like, oh no, and then it was that song. We were like, whatever.
All right, we're good.
What?
Like y'all were like, we're good.
Oh yeah. We were like, oh okay, this is, you know, we know this song, but no. So that was so much fun. It was just hilarious, and I wish that like someone would have like recorded us walking into like
your internal dialogue of like all your thoughts up until this.
We were like, I don't think we fit the vibe here. Like, what is this band about to be? But then it was really the best time. There'll hopefully be some clips in my vlog.
Stay tuned for the vlog.
Yes. And so then my tattoo. So the next day I had joked like, let's go get a tattoo, whatever.
Yeah.
When I tell you that we called before I even knew what I was going to get.
Perfect.
Like literally called, figured out what I wanted, sent the guy what I wanted, drove to the place, got that tattoo all within an hour.
That's on.
And then I was like, dang, I just got a new tattoo.
Like it just happened. You just did it. Just like that.
It was very spontaneous. What?
Just like that. That was hilarious when we were on FaceTime that night, or I guess it was the same night, and Adam was like, every time my friends come to Dallas, they get a tattoo.
Yes. I was like, wait, I totally forgot when Macy and Josh got those tattoos.
Yeah. Quick story time. 2018?
Yeah.
September 2018.
Was it? No.
Yes. Yes. I know.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years ago. That's so crazy.
What? Okay, yeah.
So me, Josh, Macy, Adam, and our friend Miles,
I forgot Miles was there.
Yeah, we went to Dallas for the LSU Miami game. and it was the best time ever. It was so fun. And we're similar story, all these sevens, I swear. We're sitting at dinner, and I don't know if there was like they had been talking about it or not, but Macy and Josh decide they're gonna get lip tattoos, and Miles and Adam are like, absolutely not, like y'all are ridiculous. And I'm like, I was like down for the tattoos, I just didn't want them to spend $80 on it. But they were like, no, we're doing it. And so we go at like 11 p.m., like probably midnight. Who got what? Josh got Go, GAUX, and Macy got Tigers on their lips. And the next day was the game, and they're like walking around AT&T Stadium with their lips all out, and like everyone was like obsessed. It was really funny.
Remember when Macy was like front and center at game day, and literally like ESPN zoomed in on her lip? I remember when they got those, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I love this so much. Flash forward to today, and I have a Go Tigers tattoo.
True.
Not on my lip though, everybody.
You're really real. Like it's actually out for everyone to see.
True. I love people's reactions to it. Like when I first got it, I like told everyone I knew and like thought it was so, I mean, I still love it. Like I will never regret this, but I love when people realize, but like now I don't walk up to someone and be like, want to see my Go Tigers tattoo?
Right.
And so I love when people realize it. Like they'll be like, wait, what does your tattoo say? And I'm like, Go
Thanks
Tigers.
For asking. Here it is. Also, I just remembered we like are in the tattoo place, and they're talking about the tattoo guy, like, oh, we're gonna get Go Tigers. And Josh goes first, and the guy like starts, and he is like finishing up the X on Go, and then he's like still going, and I'm like, no, like he's just getting Go. And the guy was like, oh, like he thought he was doing Go Tigers on just Josh, and so Josh's Go is like on the side of his lip.
Wait, I've never heard that part of the story.
Yeah. That's and then hilarious. So Macy goes, and hers, I guess like the shape of Macy's mouth is just different, and so like you can see hers a little bit when like when you're just talking. And she kind of didn't like that at first, but it was very funny. And then we're walking out, and they're like, okay, like, do we need to do anything? Like, Macy has a tattoo, but not on her lip, you know? And the guy's like, oh, just don't drink hard liquor for like few hours, you'll be fine. And so like, we leave, and Adam is like, I hate it here. And we're like in his mom's car or something like that. I don't even remember.
I've never heard that part of the story where Josh, did y'all not realize, like, man, why is it so far over? Like,
I don't know. I mean, your lip is not that big of a space, and so
this is true.
I wasn't like paying that close attention, but then when he kept going, I was like, wait, whoa.
Could you imagine if he wouldn't have said anything? I mean, it still would have been funny.
I guess he would have just got,
But then at that point, Macy would have had to have just done it all too.
True.
That's so funny. Wait,
so funny.
You've heard the story about when me and Megan Prudhomme and Connor made a bet about getting lip tattoos?
No. Maybe I have, but I forgot.
Okay, so back in 2018, during so my last football season, you know, we were all obsessed with Josh and Macy's lip tat.
Right. Wait, yeah. I think I do know this story.
And so we had just beaten Georgia. Or was it the game after that? No, okay. We had just beaten Georgia, right?
Okay.
Like when we weren't supposed to.
Best game ever. Storm the field is great.
Best game ever. Then the next game was Mississippi State.
Okay.
And after that game, that's the game that Devin White got ejected, and that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Also, side note, we were this all happened in Canes. As we were leaving Canes, we saw Devin White, like he was picking up Canes. We were like,
oh man,
we were like, free Devin White. But so me, Megan Prudhomme, Connor, and Heidi Harbeck, we were all in Canes after. There might have been someone else there. So if someone else was there and you're like, I was there, like, don't crucify me.
That's awkward. Usually I'm that person. Anyway, keep going.
We were at Canes after the Mississippi State game. The next game is Alabama, right?
Right.
I think we had a bye week and then Alabama. And we were just on a high. We were like, oh, we're like totally about to beat Alabama this year.
Yeah.
And I was like, Megan and Connor, if we beat Alabama, can we all get lip tats? Go Coach O.
Yes.
Like someone get Go, someone get Coach. And they were like, yes, we're in. And so we were like, yeah, and we like swapped spit. Like we were like, we're pinky promising, like we're doing
like y'all were getting it.
Oh yeah. And then of course we did not beat Alabama. And that was just kind of the end of it. Well, then this year when we beat Alabama, Connor like texted me and Megan, she was like, lip tats. And I was like, girl, don't tempt me.
Literally don't.
And it was actually like a week or two after the Alabama game that I got my Go Tigers tattoo. Not because of that. But it was just funny that we like talked about getting Go Tiger type tattoos, and then
no, that's funny. Yeah, I definitely was a little bit jealous of Macy and Josh's lip tattoos. Like they're pretty cool and edgy.
Why didn't you get one? Yeah, like how come they did it and not you?
It was never like a question of like, oh, Katie, you should do it too. Later, I think I was like, oh, I could have gotten LSU, so it could have been like, go LSU Tigers, and then I would have LSU on my lip, which is so cool.
No, that's so cool. Let's go get them right now.
And then
Can we like take the podcast into a tattoo shop and be like, this week we're recording live from whatever tattoo shop. We're both getting LSU on our lips. Like,
yeah. And we're like still on Zoom, but we're like next to each other.
That'd be so.
The like needle gun is in the background. I don't know what it sounds like to get a tattoo.
It sounds it's just like a like that was not a good. It's like a zzz, it's like a buzz.
Those TikToks where they like make sounds and then they like try to replicate the sound with their mouth. That's
yes.
what that was.
It was actually so funny. So when I got my tattoo this past weekend, first of all, it literally took I think 90 seconds. If that.
Because it's very small.
It's tiny. And so the guy though, he was like, yeah, let's do this, get this done, it'll be so fast, whatever. And so he put the stencil on my wrist. He's like, where do you want it, whatever. And it's it's on my wrist. So he goes, are you nervous? And I was like, I'm not really nervous. I was like, but like I'm just kind of amping myself up for the pain. Like I was like, I have multiple tattoos, so I like. And he was like, yeah. He's like, I can feel your pulse.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, LOL. And that's when I was like, yeah, I have multiple tattoos, so like I'm not like and he was like, oh no, he was like, no matter how many, and he's covered in tattoos. He's like, no matter how many tattoos you get, I mean, they always hurt. And I'm like, thank you. Like, it's funny when people are like, oh, does it hurt? Did it hurt right there? It hurts no matter where you get it, people. It's a needle like puncturing your skin over and over.
I was literally about to ask, did it hurt?
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't like excruciating.
Right.
But I've also at this point gotten quite like, this is my 4 tattoos really.
Would you say you have a high pain tolerance?
No, not at all.
Okay.
But I think that like I've gotten multiple tattoos now, multiple piercings. One piercing, my daith piercing that about killed me. So I feel like I've kind of like gotten used to it a little bit,
Yeah, well, like you just know, I feel like the fear of the unknown is the worst part of it. Like when when I got my second holes pierced, I'm pretty sure I literally cried before. I was like, I'm so scared of getting it.
Katie.
Like, you don't calm the heck down. And then they did it, and I didn't feel like anything.
Yeah,
and so now, and then when I got my cartilage pierced, I was like a little bit afraid, but it also didn't really hurt that bad. And so I see what you mean. Like you're like building confidence, basically. Like as the more times you do it, it's like not that bad.
Yeah, and so I was like, because like I was also an idiot, and my first tattoo was on my freaking foot, which is like the worst spot. And so there are definitely spots that hurt more than others. Yeah. But I think almost like that time I was so scared because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And then like my second tattoo, I was like not as nervous, but still pretty nervous. And on my arm, the outside of my arm, like it hurt, but it was okay. The inside of my arm, I almost cried. Like, there were tears in my eyes when he was going like over the inside of my arm. But then my ankle was like totally fine. This part of my wrist was like fine. So, but it's still pain.
Wait, did you get a tattoo?
All right, let's go.
Remember when we almost did it in New Orleans over winter break?
Yeah, except they were going to be $100
for the smallest tattoo on my hand. Like
no, literally. What was I going to get?
I don't think you had a thing.
I was just going to do something because I was going to get one on my hand too.
I think you were going to get the smiley face with me, and I was like, I don't want you to have it.
Oh, yeah. But then I thought I had come up with what I was going to get after you told me no.
First, technically, I didn't tell you. No, you just didn't ask.
That's actually true. I was
no. Like, I think you were like trying to hype me up. You're like, I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you.
Yeah. Because you were like, and I was like, oh,
I did have something.
And then you were like, I don't want you to get it. And I was like, oh, okay.
At least I told you, and then like didn't.
Oh no, definitely. Because could you imagine if we got it and then you were like the rest of our lives like, I wish you didn't have my tattoo. Like,
I would hate that.
Yeah. So no, I'm glad you said it, and like I didn't care. Like, whatever.
Yeah, no, I know you didn't care. That's why I told you. Anyway, here I am still today.
Start fighting because really let me get the smiley face tattoo.
We like race in the tattoo shop. Whoever can get it first, like whoever can get it first wins.
I decided I wanted to get a number 9. I don't know if that's what I was gonna. It was
something. I feel like it was something to do with LSU.
And I would still get a number 9. Like, go right now.
Just
into the podcast. Sorry, y'all, I'm going to get a tattoo.
Wait, what?
What if I was like, okay, y'all, sorry, I gotta go. Going to get a tattoo.
Just so you're aware, we did start recording at like 9:10.
Okay.
Don't say it.
I genuinely don't understand. I think God is playing a joke on us every time we record the podcast.
Every time we hit record, he like puts the fast forward on time. He's like, ha, suckers.
Okay, also, I know we love Kale, and Kale will always be our, like, we need to get Kale on the podcast.
Yeah.
Also, he's in Mexico right now. Like, okay.
Huh? This kid is everywhere.
Yeah, I know. But I think my new goal is to get Heath and Zane on, which I've talked about for the past, like, 3 podcasts.
Yeah.
I actually DM'd both of them. Neither of them answered.
Perfect.
But they both talk about how they read their DMs. So I was like, are you just ignoring me?
They'll get to you. Don't worry.
Maybe.
Which one is dating Mariah?
Heath.
Okay. Who is this girl?
What do you mean?
Where did she come from?
Heath. I didn't know who she was until she started dating Heath.
Okay.
That's when I think she's a dancer, and I think she might have been like done some like dance work in a professional, like in like on TV or something. I don't really know. Yeah. But like I don't think people knew who she was until she started dating Heath. I didn't know who she was until she started dating Heath.
Gotcha. And then who got their skull smashed? Jeff?
What?
One of them just got in a car accident or something?
Oh, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Jeff. And Jeff, he's relatively new to like the vlog squad. He's Jeff?
Really?
I mean, he's like probably the newest member. Yeah. He used to date Sierra Ramirez.
Don't know who that is.
From the Fosters. No, okay. But he's like a hairdresser.
Right.
And he like does hair for all kinds of famous people.
He's like actually a hairdresser?
Yeah.
Okay, I know nothing. I need the PowerPoint.
Did you not know that?
I mean, I have seen the like Zane,
like stuff of him doing hair,
Jeff's hair or something like that, but I thought it was like a joke. Like this was like, you know when famous people like get famous and they do like ridiculous things like after they're famous because they have money and time.
He's legitimately a hairdresser.
I think Addison got her hair done by him.
I think you're right, yeah.
Hold on.
No, he's like legitimately a hairdresser.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, he also, his like thing is that he's been to jail.
Right.
And so did you see the vlog where David, like Jeff went somewhere for the weekend, and so David turned Jeff's apartment into a jail?
Yes.
And it was like, wanted to make it a little more homey for you. Like,
yeah, that's so funny.
So funny. What are you looking at? Jeff's Instagram now?
Yeah, poor baby.
Jeff, yeah. I like vaguely saw some of that. I like saw his like he posted a video and I saw his eye was like all beat up and I was like, what happened? I thought he got in a fight or something. I didn't even realize it was a car accident.
Yeah. Anyway. I saw something earlier. It was like, who's the most famous alumni from your high school?
Uh-huh.
Do you have anyone?
The only person that I can think of, and now I'm blanking on his name. Clearly he's a football player.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Mine is a football player too.
Okay, do you have yours already?
Yeah, I think the most famous person to ever come out of Descharient High School is Ed Reed.
I don't even know who that is.
The NFL player. I think he played for the Vikings for a little bit. Sorry, football stands don't know who he played for. I think he also is retired now, maybe something like that, or not playing for a team.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
But the first person that came to mind, a girl that I graduated with was on American Idol this year and like made it to the top 12. At Faith Becknell. Okay. And it's like hilarious because she's been singing in a band since we were in like 5th grade or something, and like we choir together. Now she has music.
Yeah,
check her out.
Wow. Yeah, Matt Forte.
Like an NFL player?
Yeah, he's an NFL player. And he's like, I think was decently big at some point. I don't know if he's still.
I was going to say it sounds familiar, but that just like sounds like a familiar name.
ESPN did like a special on him a few years ago and like came to Saddle High.
Oh my gosh.
Like on ESPN was like our football coach and like these people talking, and I was like, it's just funny when you watch stuff of people like, okay, like when they did that whole thing on Joe Burrow and they talked to like Joe Burrow's, you know, high school football coach and like all these things. And you're like, oh, that's so cool. But then when it's your high school, you're like, oh my gosh, like, that's crazy.
Wait, the video that LSU football made of like all the seniors, or maybe it was like the draft prospects, like as of like kids playing football.
I don't think I saw
it. Was like their like Pee-wee highlights.
Stop.
It was so, and then it would like change into like them playing for LSU. That was so cute.
Wait, I love that. Dang, I wish we had other well, I guess you had a singer. Though I was gonna say Abby Rayo, which I think we've talked about on the podcast before. She's like a famous TikToker now. Used to date Rice Gum. She's like from Slidell, but I think she went to Pearl. She didn't go to Slidell. She went to Pearl River.
Maybe you have mentioned her. We have a lot of podcasts.
We do. Wait, I said something about one of the podcasts the other day. I was like, yeah, it's in like episode, and then I was like, there's a lot of episodes. I have no idea what episode it's in.
Well, that was like last week. I was like, it's on an old episode, and you were like, an old episode.
But like actually though?
Actually, March was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
I wonder when we put out the first episode. We should probably know that.
True, because I have no idea.
I'm about to look.
Dang, I really just want. Okay, here's my podcast planning meeting.
Here we go.
Are we like, okay, I know, didn't we talk about, I think we talked about on the podcast about saying like 25 episodes would be season 1.
Yeah.
And so is episode 26 going to be, are we going to have a guest?
Oh, we can have a guest before that.
Oh, I just want.
No, it would be like season 2, episode 1.
No,
we don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, I feel like we could.
The number would keep climbing.
Yeah.
Episode 564.
Oh my god.
We're like married with kids.
20 years.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Katie and Sarah.
Wait, Katie. You sounded like that sound effect I see it on TikTok all the time of like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the one where I'm like, think of an example. The one a lot of times people do it, be like, Mom, blah, 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 you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. And like make your voice wavy. Like.
Yeah.
The original video is like, I don't water or like, don't want to drown him, and he's like pouring water in a plant.
30 years from now, we're like still podcasting. Okay, what would be the like? Who would be your dream guest? Like, if we could get anybody on the podcast, like, who would you want?
Oh man. I feel like it has to be someone that like could mesh well with us, because there's plenty of like very famous people that just like wouldn't be fun to have.
Well, like, yeah, like I'm trying to think of someone like not fun.
Like, I don't want. That's too political.
I'm like trying to think of someone that would be like I
don't want Mitt Romney on our podcast. Like,
I don't think any politician would be.
Like, Mitt, if you're listening, you're cool, I guess. But, like, we don't want you on the podcast.
I know nothing about Mitt Romney, so, like,
I did see your email a few days ago asking to be on the podcast, but
okay.
You're like, where are you going with this? Okay.
I'm, like, trying to think, because, like, for me, we have said this many times, it changes on the day. Like, right now, the Hype House.
Yeah.
How do we get all okay, dang, I wish we could get all the members in the Hype House on. Maybe I'm gonna DM the Hype House account. Well, because why not?
I don't know. I'm like, also, it's like when you have a guest, this is gonna sound so narcissistic, but like when you have a guest on the podcast, it like automatically
no longer about us.
About them. And so it's like not that I'm not okay with that, but like I guess that's
I'm screaming.
Like we would have to have someone on the podcast many times for them to be able to just like casually come in our conversation, because you know, like everything we say, we're always like, oh, backstory kind of thing, because
I think it would be that's why it would have to be someone fun that we could just like have join in on our conversation, and who we could ask them questions, but like they would have to make it fun. So we're not asking the question and they're like, yep.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, you know who I think is fun? Well, okay. Like James Corden.
Amazing.
Like that would be very fun.
That would be so fun. Gonna DM him tonight.
Awesome.
Wait, have you seen that you can buy he makes like, it's like James Corden carpool karaoke microphones?
He would.
And they're for the car. Like you hook them up to your car, and then like you can like talk and like people can hear you outside your car. I've been seeing it on TikTok. And this one girl has been posting a whole bunch of TikToks with her in it, and she like drove by Drake's house and she was like, Drake, if you can come to the front gate. If you're in the swimming pool right now, come to the front gate. And like it's loud.
I literally typed in carpool and it came up. Wait, did it?
I need to buy one. Wait, let me DM the Hype House before I forget. Hi, Hype House. Huge fan. I have a podcast with my friend Katie. Okay. Yeah, James Corden is so fun. I almost feel like any like YouTuber personality. Oh my gosh, is that it?
Is that it? This is like a
that's
microphone.
No, that's it.
Oh, it like hooks up to a radio station? Wait, I'm confused.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm like trying to see. I thought it just hooked up to your car.
It says Bluetooth microphone for cars. That's so funny. They don't even use a microphone in the show, though.
I know. I think it's just like... Yeah, I actually did a lot of like carpool karaoke in like some vlog footage. But then I realized like copyright.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but you could just never have the video monetized.
Oh, well, I'm not trying to, because I'm not going to get money anyway. Like,
that's true. Yeah, I thought that too at first. I was like, well, actually, I think YouTube can still, there's a lot of rules. So I typically try not to play music in my videos. But that's because one day I will be streaming ads.
Oh, okay.
On all my videos one day eventually when I
yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, so yeah.
But like, so if like they have a copyright claim, you can't.
Gotcha. I was trying to I was gonna say, I feel like any YouTuber or like social media personality would be fun to have. You know what I mean?
David.
Like, I would die to have David Dobrik on this podcast.
David Dobrik, if you're listening, I'll send you the Zoom link.
Please. I'm just going to DM a whole bunch of people tonight and see if any answer.
That's a really good idea, Sarah.
What would we really do, though, if someone did answer? Like, we played this fun game of, like, let's DM celebrities and see if they answer us and want to be on the podcast. what would we do if
like one day someone's actually gonna want to be on the podcast?
Like what? I just DM'd the Hype House. What if the Hype House answers?
And they were like, sure, we'll give you our least most famous person. And we'll be like, honestly, I don't know who that is, but we'll take them.
Oh, I know every single person, so I'd be excited.
It's like me, when they come on the podcast and I'm like, wait, what's your name again?
No, you would need to do some research and like make sure.
I would do my research. I would do my homework. Don't worry.
Wait, I would literally scream if they respond and be like, yeah, you can have, I'm trying to think of like someone you can have Papper. You don't know who Papper is.
Ooh, shade them right now. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Wait, I had this funny story. It's not really funny. It's kind of sad, but kind of funny too at the same time. So, you know, everyone knows I'm in a new apartment and I had to buy a washer and dryer.
That's adulting.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realize how expensive washers and dryers are.
Yeah.
Like, Katie, how much do you think a washer?
I was about to be like, wait, let me guess. I think
I got a washer and a dryer. Like, how much do you think?
I think like each one is at least $1,000.
Oh, no.
No? Both 1,000?
For my set, it was like 1,300.
Okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
That's
like
still a
both.
lot.
Yeah.
And mine are like kind of small. Mine are like kind of small and like, I mean, they're normal size, but they're not like, you know, fancy, you know?
Maybe like a nice washer or dryer is like upwards $1,000.
Oh yeah, no, I think so, yeah. But so I've been waiting for weeks. I had my mom order it for me because I didn't know what I was looking for. And I've been waiting for weeks for them to get delivered. So Tuesday of this past week, my washer and dryer is set to be delivered. I get the call, so I come home. I leave work. I'm like waiting for the guys. They get here. They're looking at the space. It's weird in this apartment. The washer and dryer closet, it's like it's in its own little room, but it's like in my room. So like you go through my bedroom and then like in my bedroom, like it looks like another closet, but it's actually the washer and dryer.
Right.
So I show him that, whatever. The guy goes out to get the stuff. He comes back in. He's like, so small problem. Your dryer broke in the truck. So we can put your washer in today, but you're not going to get your dryer now until July 15th.
What the heck?
So I only have a washer and I needed to wash clothes today. So I wish I could show everyone the amount of clothes I have just laying everywhere drying.
You have to take it old school.
Literally. I have it laying on the couch, on my coffee table, on the counter, over my keyboard.
That's so funny.
In the bathroom, I had it like over the shower. I have like one little area in the laundry room to hang some stuff that I was able to hang. But yeah, I just have clothes laying everywhere right now.
LOL.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Home Depot.
Thanks a lot. Home Depot sells washers and dryers?
Yeah. What?
If I needed a washer and a dryer, I would go to A1 Appliances.
What is A1 Appliances?
All my Metairie people, where you at?
I'm screaming. Yeah, no, literally Home Depot, because free delivery and installation.
Wait.
What do I look like?
What am I thinking about? They have a whole washer and dryer. They sell fridges. They do bathtubs.
I was about to be like, what? Wait, I have to know. Do you know who this is? Hold on. Please tell me that you've seen this video. Hold on. Hold on.
I don't want to disappoint you.
Everyone so far has disappointed me.
Oh.
Do you know what this is? Oh my gosh!
I don't. What is it? First of all, why did you find it so quick?
Because I've sent it to multiple people today. I saw it on a tweet and it was like, back when life was simpler. And I was like, oh, this just unlocked this deep memory. But then no one else except for like my mom knows what this is. So this kid, his name's Keenan Cahill, used to do these lip sync videos, and his most popular one is of Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. It has 57 million views on YouTube. It's from 9 years ago, and like my family recreated it. Like this used to be the video. I'm gonna send it to you. You have to watch the whole thing.
I will.
So funny. But no one else has seems to know it, and I'm always like, what? Like this is like iconic.
The Mandela effect.
Okay.
We're back.
But I can't believe you. Okay. Podcast listeners, text me and I'll send you this and let's see if you know it, because I'm shocked that people don't know this video.
I hope someone knows it.
Me too, because it's so funny. He does, you know the part where it's like, I let my walls come down. He's like, my walls come down, down. It's so fun. It's so funny. It's so funny. You have to watch it.
Oh man, that's good.
Dang. How long have we been recording now?
An hour, over an hour.
Okay. Maybe we should wrap this one up.
Oh, episode 14. You were a joy.
Truly. Loved this episode.
Happy July, everyone. Happy day 500,000 of, I guess we're not really we're quarantining still.
Yeah, social distancing, all the things.
Social distancing. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Your spirit is intact. If it's not, talk to us.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I mean, same, but that got
Seriously,
heavy.
reach out.
If anybody,
wait, before I forget, can we pose for a thumbnail real quick?
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
Just do something fun. Look alive. Okay, cool. If we don't pose for one, I have to like go through and like
that's too much,
and it's like kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
thanks so much for listening. Y'all are the best. If anybody has any connections to anyone even remotely famous, I'll take like a D-list celebrity at this point. That might want to be on our podcast. That would be fun.
We'll take someone that's been canceled. We'll take.
Give me an example of someone that's been canceled that you would want on the podcast.
I can't even think of anyone that's been canceled.
I'm just thinking of all the like beauty stuff going on right now on YouTube. Those people getting canceled.
Wait, I saw someone type something the other day and it was like they put their name, but like their middle name was canceled.
Wait, that's kind of funny. Katie canceled Fisk. Sarah canceled McCurley. Okay.
Cancel culture is not it, people.
No.
It's like funny joke, but don't cancel people. Thanks.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Anyway.
Okay, but for real, thank y'all so much for listening. Y'all are the best.
Seriously, canceled fun.
Okay. Okay, y'all.
Whatever, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all. I'm so dead. I'm literally about to like DM everyone I could ever think of. Oh my gosh, I had a notification
on Instagram.
And I was about to be like, the Hype House responded.
LOL.
It's not. It's just Katie Price.
Wait, what did you put on your story earlier and you deleted it?
Oh, it was because I couldn't get my Fire Stick to work. And so I was like, please, anyone help me. I'm trying to watch Hamilton. Please help me. But then I got it to work. So I was like, this is stupid. Why would I keep this up? So I deleted it.
Gotcha.
I thought maybe we would get a special appearance from Abby in this podcast, but we did not.
Oh, nah. I mean,
thanks for nothing, Abby.
She's gonna listen to this. Actually, she watches the YouTube videos, so she's really gonna see it.
Yeah, actually, she texted me and she was like, you always say, let me know when you're listening, so I'm listening.
Oh, love that. How loyal.
True. She also told me happy birthday. Shout out, Abby. It's funny. I don't know that I've ever actually met Abby in real life. Have I? Real life. That sounds so dramatic.
If anytime my like Chi Alpha friends are like, Abby, we know her definitely, but like don't know if y'all ever met. She came to a lot of summer points last summer.
Well, I was not there, so
I feel like you did come to one.
And she was there?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe y'all never met.
I don't think so.
I keep forgetting this. Abby always reminds me that she's never met my mom.
Wait, I'm screaming.
Like so random. Like which I guess I don't like. I don't know. Like if like this past weekend we went to New Orleans, but we like just stopped at my dad's house. So
yeah. I know there was someone who hadn't met my mom for the longest time. Was it Allie Williams? I think it was Allie. had like not met my mom, and like everyone else had met my mom, and she was like, I guess I'm never gonna meet Liz. And I was like, dang.
That's so hilarious. It's kind of like we were saying, like,
go on. I was gonna say like she's even stayed at my house and just never met my mom because like we came home late and then got up early and just never saw her. Okay, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry for interrupting.
Like like you were talking about like deep friendships, and it's like Abby knows not only everything about my life but also everything about my mom's life. And like she still hasn't met her.
Never met her.
Which is funny. Or like you meet people's parents, you're like, I know how you've affected my friend.
No.
I know what you've done.
That's so true though.
Yeah. Dang. And it's like you're seeing these people as real humans, not just like as your bestie's parent.
Yeah. Dang.
Anyway.
Oh, I forgot we're still recording for YouTube.
Yeah, hey YouTube. If y'all think that the podcast is not just like a it's like we talk in the span of lifetime, and each podcast is just like a bite out of our normal conversations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean by that?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I would agree that's I mean, obviously we explain things a little more on the podcast than we would in real, like, you know what I mean? Like,
true.
In real life, I wouldn't have to be like, let me tell you who this person is. Like, you would already know, you know, like.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean.
That's so fresh.
There was something I was just about to tell you, and now I can't remember what it was.
I feel like I had something to talk to you about. I guess it was just your Dallas trip.
Dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, we should do a YouTube video. Sarah McCurley meets Abby Johnson.
Okay.
Finally meets in real life.
I'm gonna do one of those TikTok like chain things, and it's like me staring at Sarah McCurley staring at Abby Johnson, staring at my mom, staring back at Abby, and it's like so everyone can meet via TikTok.
That's literally so funny.
Wait, can I make one right now of like all of our friends?
Okay. Wait, yeah. Like me staring at Sarah McCurley, staring at
Haley, staring at
yes.
Staring.
Iconic.
All right, here we go.
I'm also fully obsessed with Brittany Broski.
Do I just like look at the camera for the entire 15 seconds?
Yeah.
And then at the end wave?
Yeah.
I think that they do that.
Okay. I'm so joked. Are you like gonna put a song over it? Or?
I guess.
It's literally so funny.
Eyes, lips,
face. A little off topic, but did you see my husband cut all his hair off?
Yes. And also he's a really good dancer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I feel like he's been doing more like okay. Sorry everyone. Like real dancing rather than just like TikTok dancing.
Yeah. He used to, in the beginning, he did a lot of real dancing. But the stuff that gets him views are like TikTok dances.
Yeah.
But recently he's been doing more real dances, but he started off as a break dancer.
Interesting. Can I put like oceans over it?
Wait, that'd be hilarious. Wait, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny.
I hate that this song is like a meme, but I really love it at the same time. Okay, here we go. The name.
That's it. That is it. But yeah, he literally was a break dancer for like years.
Should I put last names?
Yeah, so it's not just like random people, you know? Actually, that would be kind of funny if like random people named Sarah started duetting it.
Oh, does it have to go backwards? So it would be like Das staring at Haley, staring at.
No, it would be me staring at, and then Sarah, I'll be next. Sarah staring at Brandon, then he'd be next, and then.
But like in your video, you'll be staring at me.
No, you'll be staring at me. Wait, now we need to go look at one to see. Who did one? David Dobrik. Wait, you know what song I've had stuck in my head?
What?
What's that song? Party Girl?
I don't want a party girl.
You just wanna have fun too. They say she ain't wifey type, but I don't care. I want you. What's the other part of the? She say she gonna call me back. I told her call me Rocky. She said she not
gonna. Didn't know the song had words.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like an actual song.
I'm messing. It's actually like number 3 on Billboard right now.
Oh wow. Thanks.
I'm stopping the YouTube. Thanks guys for watching.
Bye YouTube.